I know what you're thinking. Please, please not another Parfums de Marly Altair clone. We've had enough. But what I wanted to discuss today is why exactly is Liquid Brun from French Avenue so freaking popular, why has it popped off all of 2025, and what you should consider if you're thinking about buying it. Let's talk about it right now. Welcome to the channel, people. Welcome back. My name is Keenan. If you didn't know, Keenan Cologne is my page. I'm going to drop banger content just like this video here multiple times a week for all my people that love all things fragrance. If you are a fragrance enthusiast, if you find yourself creeping around late night on the internet looking for the best fragrances that you can buy, spending more than you probably should and your family's upset, please do me a favor, drop me a like on this video, but most importantly, please subscribe to my channel. I cannot grow this big community of fragrance lovers without the help from you guys. Now, the topic of discussion today is none other than French Avenue's Liquid Brun. You've seen this stuff all over your feed for good reason. Is it gas? Is it trash? Or is it somewhere in between? We're going to talk about all those details today. But you can't mention French Avenue or Liquid Brun without first talking about the origins. Where did this fragrance come from? Why is it selling so fast? And why do so many people love it? Liquid Brun is, in my opinion, a one-to-one representation / clone of Parfums de Marly Altair. If you don't know anything about Parfums de Marly, they are a large house that makes very specialized niche fragrances. Okay, so think about Althair, for example, one of their top sellers right now. With the help of social media, PDM Althair has taken off. All of 2025, their sales have been record highs, mainly in part due to the fact that folks are looking for that warm, spicy, seductive, masculine-leaning vanilla type of vibe. If you want that, nobody does it better than Althair. That's where Liquid Brun comes into the picture. Though PDM makes high-quality banger niche fragrances, the one downside, or the two caveats I should say, that are downsides is price point. Althair is known to be anywhere from about $300 all the way up to about $420 depending on if you go retail or if you find it on a good discounter, and depending on the size of the bottle. But you can safely estimate the price point to run you around $320 to $350 conservatively if you go with a full-size bottle. And what that price point is going to buy you, it's going to buy you something you can rock on date night. You can take it out with your lady, with your wife, with your girlfriend. If you guys are going out for a night on the town and you want that warm, spiced vanilla, you're going to get some very distinct notes and a very distinct vibe that Althair delivers that I have not smelled in anything else. So let me first give you what it actually smells like as a human being when you smell it, and then I'll break down the notes specifically on screen. The smell profile, what you're going to get. Stick with me, this is going to sound really weird, and it might not sound appealing, but I'm telling you it's heat. What you are going to get is a cardboard. If you've ever smelled a new cardboard box, a cardboard-like warmness, okay, accompanying that toasted vanilla type of vibe. Think of spiced toasted vanilla mixed with a new cardboard smell with an opening similar to a little bit of a mandarin orange type of vibe. That's due to the orange blossom note that PDM uses. Now here's the notes right here on the screen. If it all makes sense, again, warm toasted vanilla, almost cardboard-like in the best way you could possibly imagine. Some spices, cardamom, cinnamon. You're going to get some bergamot for a hint of freshness in the opening. And you're also going to get a little bit of that mandarin orange vibe / orange blossom that makes it very unique and addicting. So what exactly does that mean for Liquid Brun? French Avenue really sees the opportunity, and they do this all the time when it comes to bangers that are selling off the shelves that the average person is not going to be able to afford, or even if they can afford it, may not want to drop the cash on one fragrance. That's where Liquid Brun comes into play. This thing smells, and I'm legitimately being serious, 97 to 98% the same as Althair in my opinion. I've tested these both on skin and on strip. Full disclaimer, I do not own Althair. I do have a sample that I tested on skin and on my scent strips. 97 to 98% the same for literally around 1/10 the cost. If I had to nitpick and come up with the slightest difference, I would say that this is actually a little bit more daily wearable, as the spices in here are a little bit more manageable and a little bit toned down. Not as sharp as what I smelled in Althair. But what does that mean to the consumer? What does that mean to you when you drop the $35 to $40 on this scent? Well, this is going to give you a really nice atomizer. I'm talking quality, not pressurized, but a nice fine mist that distributes the product very evenly on your skin. And it is quality. This stuff smells expensive. Again, after first blast, what you're going to get is that nice orange blossom mandarin type of opening, that toasted warm vanilla vibe, and you do get that classy, sophisticated cardamom, nutmeg, cinnamon type of vibe underneath all of it. The combination is absolutely out of this world. As you can see, I am absolutely no stranger when it comes to warm vanilla scents, spices. I'm a huge saffron, cardamom lover. I love all things spice, to be honest, when it comes to wintertime especially. This, though, this hits differently in terms of quality. If you look someone right in the face and told them that you dropped $3.50 at Neiman Marcus and grabbed yourself a large bottle of PDM's Altair, they would not know the difference. They would totally believe you. And thanks to this product, you no longer have to be late on your rent or your mortgage to do so. All right, enough about the scent profile. Let's talk about longevity. Longevity is the elephant in the room when it comes to liquid Brun. People have all sorts of mixed reviews. I can neither confirm or deny what people's experiences are because this is always going to come down to skin chemistry, guys. Remember, fragrances need moist, clean skin to adhere to, so that way you get the top, mid, and base notes correctly, and you get the proper amount of longevity and projection out of the product as it was manufactured to have. So on my skin in particular, I get roughly 7.5 to 8 hours of performance out of my liquid Brun every single time I wear it. Now, full disclaimer, I will say, this does give me more push now than it did when I first bought it 6 months ago. So that has to do with the maturing process. If yours happens to be a little bit on the weaker side, which I have had 1 or 2 people say to me out of the hundreds who have shopped with me and grabbed this, then do yourself a favor, spray it a few times, whether it be on skin or on a tester strip. Let it sit on a dark shelf, cut the lights off for about 2.5 to 3 weeks, and let me know what the difference is in performance at that time. However, my experience from the gate has been strong with this product. This thing has been great for me. I got at minimum 7 hours when I first bought it, and this will guarantee you compliments. It just has a certain classiness about it. It's still fun. It has some brightness, but it's also sexy because of that warm, spicy vanilla vibe. I gotta be honest, man, French Avenue has not missed. I don't know if I have one product from that house that I dislike or one product that seems really far off or low quality. Not one. Liquid Brun is absolutely no exception. Now let's talk about rating. If I have to rate this product, French Avenue's Liquid Brun, I'm going to give this thing a solid 9.2 out of 10. I think that the hype is justified with this. I think that a lot of people talk about it. And honestly, anytime a fragrance is released that is an absolute banger, like I'm talking about an animal that performs, smells high quality, smells expensive, luxurious, there's always going to be haters. There's always going to be the naysayers. But I would say the masses, if you were to give this product to 10 random men, 9 of them would really, really enjoy it. So for that reason, I have to give it that 9.1, 9.2 out of 10. That being said, please let me know. I have thick skin. If you hate this for whatever reason, or if you have any concerns about it or anything that rubbed you the wrong way, please drop it down below in the comments. If you are new to content like this, if you are new to my channel, please, like I said before, this channel cannot grow without your help. I'm building a great large community. It's growing really quickly of people just like me and you who love all things fragrance. If you love niche, if you love designer, if you love Middle Eastern clones, Middle Eastern originals, whatever you are into, please subscribe to my channel so that way we can push this thing out to the moon and build up a trustworthy group of individuals who we can bounce ideas back and forth on, share our wins and our losses. That being said, I have absolutely nothing to sell you, but I do want to say French Avenue's Liquid Brun, absolute monster, 9.2 out of 10. I think every guy out there should at least consider this or just grab it, especially if you can get it under 40 bucks. There's a lot of discounters right now where you can, $35 to $40 region, more than worth it. I'm talking a steal. If you guys like content like this, please do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and I'll be dropping content just like this every single week, multiple times a week, to put my community on to what is worth your money and your time and what is absolutely not. I am not beholden to any company. I am not sponsored by anyone. I'm just a guy that loves fragrances. But I do have one teeny tiny favor to ask you guys. When you guys go out and buy French Avenue's Liquid Brun, just do me this one favor. Thank me when it comes in. Deuces. I'll see you guys in the next one.